What if Luz had the Omnitrix? Season 1, Part 4. Luz, Azura. Hecate began. Our paths have crossed only in battle. But today, I stand before you seeking an ally. Ah, King Luz, you're getting all swoony again. Luz, I can't help it. Azura is able to befriend everyone, even her greatest rival. I wish I had that kind of power. King, rivals are meant to be annihilated, not befriended. Now keep reading. I've been sucked into your awful fandom. Luz, suddenly, the door swung open. She said just before the owl house's door opens up. Hooty, ding, dong, ding. Hoot, hoot. King, the book has come to life, burn it. Luz walked over the door and noticed a basket on the ground. She brings it to the kitchen as EDA came down to see what was happening. Luz, looks like you got a package, EDA. EDA, probably an offering. Ah, being the most powerful witch in the Boiling Isles does have its perks. King, believing there'd be food, removed the sheet covering the basket only for everyone to be surprised that a baby was sleeping in it. King, fresh meat. Luz, nope. Not eating that. EDA, which is eating babies is so 1693. What is this? King, there's a note. He says, taking it in his paws. King, take care of my child till morning. Yee. EDA, nope. Babies are awful. Not happening. King P.S. You will be handsomely rewarded Coxoxox Bat Queen. EDA, Bat Queen? Reward? Luz, who's the Bat Queen? EDA, only the wealthiest demon in the Boiling Isles. Get in with her and you're set for life. So, we keep this thing alive for a few hours and we get paid. Piece of cake. Luz, our greatest adventure yet. Learning about love and life through a child's eyes. EDA, not you. You have to return the books I checked out from the library, she said, using magic to give Luz a stack of library books before whispering to King. EDA, I don't want her getting a cut of the loot. King, good thinking, he whispered back. EDA, now, let's take a look at this little darling, she said, removing the blanket and making the baby screech super loud, hurting everyone's ears. EDA, on second thought, maybe we could use your help. Luz, well, I better get to the library. Gotta go, bye, she yelled, taking the stack of books and leaving the house, not wanting to deal with the screaming baby. Luz then makes her way to the library. All of EDA's books were late and Luz decided to explore the library and see what kind of books they have. It was similar but different from the ones on Earth, such as dozens of books floating in the air and orbs that work just like computers, more or less. Luz, this place is amazing. What do you think you're doing? Luz, huh? She says, turning around to see Amity reading a book to small children. Amity, we're your friends and we want to help, said the tin boy with a yelp. Audubon smiled and paced the floor. I've never had real friends before. Luz, Amity reading to kids? Amity, then we'll be your first. The chicken witch clucked. Audubon couldn't believe his luck. So, bookmaker Audubon, surrounded by friends, bound a book of friendship. The end. She finished the story as the children clapped and cheered. Luz, Amity seems so nice and smiley. Maybe I can befriend her like Azura did with her rival, she said as the children left and Amity noticed Luz. Amity, ugh, it's you. Luz, hey, Amity. Reading to kids. Wow. Looks like this sour lemon drop has a hidden sweet center. Amity, it's for extra credit. Don't get your leggings in a bunch. Luz, well, if you want, I can help with the kids. We could take turns reading and do voices. I do the best monster voice. Amity, human. Do you see me going to the owl shack and bugging you while you fry up owls? Ugh. Okay, I don't really know what you do there, but every time you come near me, I get in trouble. Just leave me alone. Luz, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, she says, walking away before she sighs. Luz, so much for befriending rivals. You gonna let her get to you like that? Luz looked ahead to see an older teen boy and girl, both with green hair and golden eyes. Luz, who are you? Boy, well-wishers on a mission. Girl, a noble quest. Boy, watch this. Hey, Mittens. Mom says stop forgetting your lunch. And stop being a jerk to your friend. He calls out to Amity while holding a pink bunny lunch bag. Amity, she is not my friend, she says, taking the lunch bag. Girl, yeah, makes sense. She seems too cool for you. Luz, I am? She asks in confusion. Amity, you can leave now. All of you, she says before storming off. The two teens give Luz a wink, making her blush. She then goes for a stroll through the library with the older teens. Boy, so you're the human we've heard so much about. Girl, I'm Amira. And this is Edric. We're Amity's older siblings. We heard how you embarrassed her at school and at the witch convention last week. No wonder she hates you. Luce, well, yeah, but I didn't mean any of it. Amira, well, don't waste your time with Mittens. Me and Ed are way more fun. Follow us. Luce went along with the twins, pranking the library staff and getting into all sorts of shenanigans throughout the library. They had a fun time, until Amity decided to snitch as the staff kicked them out of the library. Luce, Amira and Edric just laugh it off. Luce, Amity's even madder at me now. I didn't think that was possible. Edric, nah. When Mittens gets mad, she looks like this. He holds his breath until his face turns red. Edric, whoa, I almost passed out. Amira, you're pretty fun, human. So we were thinking, maybe you can meet us back here at the library after it's closed. There's a book we forgot to check out. Edric and bonus, rumor has it the Wailing Star is supposed to unlock some rare magical event. You in? Luce, sure. Edric, great. Meet back here at midnight. See you, Luce. Luce, deal, she says, waving her hand as they left. Luce, this is great. First I befriend the siblings, then I befriend the Amity, she says before running back to the owl house. Luce, I just had the best day. Cool teens like me. Call me a library book, 'cause they were checking me out. Ah, EDA, you look so motherly. EDA, say that again and I steal your tongue, she says while cradling the Bat Queen's baby in her arms. Luce, how can you say that around this cute little baby? Suddenly, the baby spat out a smaller baby and then that baby spat out an even smaller baby. They then start flying around, wrecking the house and even breathing fire. Luce, well, parenting sure looks rewarding. Have fun with your lessons, Diel, she said, leaving the owl house again. Just as they agreed, Luce met up with the twins in the library at midnight. The twins then used a magic scroll to unlock the doors for them as they enter. They looked up at the window as the light of the Wailing Star shines through it. They then look around, but nothing was happening. Luce, hey, look. The books are all glowy, she said, taking a book from the shelf. She opened it and a bunch of birds came out of it. Luce, whoa. Edric, the Wailing Star made the books come to life. They all looked at each other and smiled as they went around, grabbing books and opening them to bring a various amount of things to life. Luce then took the Audubon book Amity had read to the children earlier as the character, Audubon, came to life as she read the story. Edric, Luce, check it out. Amira, look what we discovered, she said, opening a book as a tiny duck appeared. They then draw long, human legs on it, which then changed the duck's appearance. Now having said human legs, the duck starts freaking out as the twins laugh. Amira, your turn, Luce. Luce, I don't think. Edric, come on. Don't stop the fun now, he said, taking the Audubon book and making some changes to it, though Luce wouldn't dare see what it was. The twins then brought Luce to the library's smallest section. Luce, romance? I didn't think you guys were into that, she said as Edric moved a false book which opened a secret door, revealing a hidden room. Luce, whoa. Is this your place? Amira, of course not. This is Amity's secret hideaway. Edric, Mittens has gotten too full of herself. She keeps tattling on us when we cut class. Amira, she needs to learn not to mess with people like that, so we're gonna find her diary. Edric, and then post the pages all around school for everyone to see. Luce, what? Isn't that going too far? Amira, no. See, we're her family. It's tough love. She needs to learn to lighten up, she said as the twins start looking around for Amity's diary. Luce noticed that Amity had the Good Witch Azura books 1, 2, 3 and 4. She then saw a book with a hand-drawn cover, opening it to see a mini version of Amity appear as she starts speaking the words written on the pages. Luce, her diary, she whispered. Edric, what you got there, Luce? Luce, nothing. Just the Good Witch Azura 51. Amira then used magic to levitate the diary out of Luce's hands, bringing it to them. They opened it as a mini Amity appeared and spoke. Amira, Luce, were you hiding this from us? Edric, you see how she treats people. And how she treats you. Luce, well, yeah, but no one deserves this. These are private thoughts. Let's put it back, she says, grabbing the book, but Edric wouldn't let go as Amira held on. Luce, guys, let go. Edric, come on. She needs this. Amira, it's for her own good. Loose, no. Let go before I use my Omnitrix on you. They yelled as they pulled only for the diary to get torn as pages fell to the floor. Loose went to pick them up only T.I. realized that Amity was here. Amity, what do you think you're doing with my diary? Loose, wait, no. It's not what it looks like. Edric and Amira laugh. Amity, you two are the worst. But you, she said, taking the diary from Loose's hands. Amity, I've been trying to figure out what your deal is. Are you a poser? A nerd? But now I know. You're a bully, Loose, she says before walking away. Loose, Amity, wait. The twins laugh as their little sister left their sight. Amira, mittens killed the fun. Edric, again. Oh, well. We're gonna go goblin tipping, wanna come? Loose, you're just gonna leave? Amira, yeah, with you. Loose, look, you guys are cool. But I need to go talk to Amity. Amira, all right, she says, giving her a wink. Amira, see you around, cutie, she says before Loose runs after Amity, catching up to her. Loose, Amity, wait. Amity, first you embarrass me. Then you wanna be my friend? I don't get you. Pick a side. Loose, please, just let me explain. Amity, no. Now go away before things somehow get worse. They paused as they heard loud footsteps up ahead, and out of the corner came a large creature with a book attached to its chest, beating as if it was a heart. Amity, Odobin? Odobin, with claws and fangs and breaking bones, I found a friend to make my own, he said, grabbing Amity and taking her away. Loose, Amity, she yelled, turning the Omnitrix's dial. Loose, go, XLR8, she said, hitting the Omnitrix and being engulfed in a purple light. Loose's eyes widened upon realizing that she wasn't XLR8 at all. Loose, huh? Wild Vine. Oh come on. Forget it, I'll make do with this, she says, running after Odobin to see the monster pinning Amity to a giant book, ready to sew her to it. Loose then grabs the fruit pods on her back, throwing them towards Odobin as they explode upon impact. While the monster Odobin was stunned, Loose went in to grab Amity and ran away. Wild Vine, you okay? Amity, yes. Thank you. Someone's changed him. He isn't normally like this, they said as they could hear Odobin roaring. Wild Vine, your brother did something with his book. Maybe we can change it back? Amity, yes, exactly. Wild Vine, okay then. I'll distract him while you turn him back to normal. Amity, agreed, she said as they got into position. Odobin was still looking for them until Loose appeared right in front of him. Loose then immediately wrapped herself around the monster Odobin, restraining him with her elastic plant body. Odobin tried to break free, but the Florana was simply too strong. Wild Vine, now, Amity, she yelled as Amity came running in, using a pen and eraser to rewrite the story, turning Odobin back to normal. Odobin, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. Amity, it's okay. We're still friends, she said, giving Loose a nod as she closed the book, making Odobin disappear. Loose and Amity then cleaned up the mess in the library, exiting the by sunrise. Loose, what an adventure, huh? Amity, this never happened, she says, walking past Loose. Loose, hold on. I know this doesn't make up for reading your diary, but would you like to borrow this? I noticed you only had up to 4, she said, offering her the Good Witch Azure 5. Amity then takes the book. Amity, thank you. She turns around and takes a couple steps forward before turning back to face Loose. Amity, maybe you aren't a bully. I haven't exactly been the friendliest witch either. I'll think on that, she says before walking away. Loose then heads back to the owl house, finding EDA and King asleep on the sofa with the 3 babies at sunrise. Then the door slammed open as a large winged creature appeared. Loose, whoa. You must be Mama. Bat Queen, yeah. I is Bat Queen. She then whistles, waking up the babies as they flew up to her and sit on top of her head. Bat Queen, snuggle dumplings. She then vomits out a treasure chest. Bat Queen, 4 troubles. EDA is owed 1, she says before exiting the house and flying away with her babies as Loose shuts the door. EDA and King have now just woken up. EDA, babies. Where are the babies? Loose, the Bat Queen came to pick them up. EDA, and I just taught Junior how to pick locks, too. Loose, well, at least you got your reward. I'd wash the chest before opening it though. EDA, yeah, we did it all for money. King, I miss my babies. He starts crying. Luce, don't worry. I got just the thing for you guys, she says, handing them a book titled Coping with Empty Nest Syndrome. EDA smiled. EDA, heh. Thanks, kid. So how was your night? Luce, good. Then bad. Then maybe good? Hootie, you wanna hear about my night? EDA, ugh. King, no one wants to hear that. To be continued. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video make sure to like and leave a comment and share it with a friend. See you all later.